gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this our 71st flight demonstration of the 1988 season. Observe the military manner in which our 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power these FA-18 Hornets. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the checks they will be performing. The Blue Angels taxi in tight formation, just as you will see them perform here this afternoon. For this degree of precision has become a trademark of the Blue Angels since first established 42 years ago. 16 officers and 95 enlisted personnel comprise the Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron. 4 of the demonstration pilots fly in the tight diamond formation, while 2 fly as solos, the maximum performance demonstrators. The 7th pilot is the narrator for the flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the 3 news media representatives we normally fly at each show site.
Hi, my name is Commander Gilroot. I'm the flight leader with the Blue Angels, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the F-18 Hornet that you see behind us here, and also the A-4 Skyhawk, which is the airplane I flew in 1986, and the transition itself. The 86 show was quite a bit different than the show that you see right now. The A4 had some strengths and weaknesses that are a little different than this airplane. So I guess the major one was roll rate. In the A4 we had a roll rate of 700 degrees a second, which if you think about that is you can do 2 complete rolls in 1 second. This airplane has a roll rate of about 230 degrees a second, which is quite a bit slower, but still a pretty good roll rate. Now that's the end of the bad news as far as the A4 versus the F-18. Everything else is positive toward the F-18. This airplane has a tremendous rate of climb. You think about different configurations, of course you get different numbers, but basically we can get about 30,000 feet a minute rate of climb out of it. It has a tremendous pitch rate that allows us to stay a lot closer to the crowd with our air show. It allows us to turn back in and keep the air show a lot tighter. As a matter of fact, we fly the same number of maneuvers now that we flew in the A4 air show, and the time element is about 6 or 7 minutes shorter. So that's pretty significant. We feel like we can keep you a little bit better entertained with the F-18. The F-18 is a pilot's dream in the sense that it is made for a pilot. The human engineering in it is probably unbeatable. It has a heads-up display that allows those of us who fly it to continually look outside, look for other traffic, look for the solos in my case, to keep our interval up and be able to still pick up my altitude, my airspeed, and anything else that I need from that instrumentation on the heads-up display. So I hope that all of you really enjoy this airplane and enjoy our air show in 1988. Thank you.
From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. From the right, the Fortis. Let's watch as Captain Root calls. Ready, break! smoothly as Captain Root calls. Smoke on, ready, break. From the right, the Blue Angels, 1988.
Taking off at the runway directly in front.
Right about in here. He'll pull back on the stick right about now. Watch this. All the way around. Once and twice. Into knife edge flight and the fishtail salute. And on the side of the wing, of course, you can read the sign that says Bud Light 200 on the way up. Now, this time diving down in the 45-degree downline. Let's watch for 2.5 turn snap roll. It's going to happen right about there. There's 1 and 2.5. He holds it to the upside down position. Now watch this. The grueling negative G outside 360-degree turn being flown on the fuselage, pushing that stick forward about 6 to 7 times. Negative G is trying to pull him out of that cockpit, relying on the force of the Lycoming engine and the extra speed of the Bud Light 200.
Following a reposition maneuver, and when it shows center, Captain Fritt will perform a high G turn, illustrating the Eagle's exceptional turn rate. In this turn, he will experience more than 6 times the force of gravity. The F-15 is now being repositioned, and Captain Fritt is accelerating the aircraft to 450 miles per hour. As he reaches the demonstration area, he will perform 3 rapid rolls, demonstrating the F-15's excellent rolling performance. Captain Fritt is now pulling the aircraft up into a climb and decelerating for the next maneuver, a slow-speed pass in the landing configuration. While the F-15 can fly at over twice the speed of sound, it is also fully controllable at slow airspeeds as demonstrated during this maneuver. Captain Fritt will pass show center from the right with the gear down at slow speed. During this pass, the aircraft will be rolled from side to side to demonstrate the F-15's excellent slow-speed handling characteristics. From the slow flight, Captain Fritt will pull up into a Cuban 8, again demonstrating the great power of the F-15. The aircraft will inscribe a figure 8.
into the vertical snap roll, capping it off on top. Picking up the down vertical line once again. And on the way down, rolling the airplane. You have the C.I. Marchetti top hat. Now look at Airshow Center as Team America is about to dedicate a very special gift for you. In honor of this Greater Kings County Lemoore Air Show, they have wanted to leave you with a very special present, and they are about to unwrap this present at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, from Barney, Chuck, and Brian, you have just received the Heart of America. Right about it here, he'll call for the split and the Team America up bombers. Ready, snap, now. A big round of applause for Chuck Lisher, Barney Register, and Brian Sanders. They are, of course, the very dynamic Team America. .90, 600 miles an hour, and I got about 49 seconds. How about a big round of applause for Lieutenant Colonel Billy McMillan and the brand new AV-8 B model Harrier.
is the candy cane. The red and the white combine together with a twisting motion as she goes up vertically, the candy cane maneuver. There's 1 and 2 inside snap rolls and right straight back down to show center. Okay, kids, Joanne let's all going to help her count this time. She's going to do a 4-point education roll. 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're going to ask Bob to do a series of point rolls now as he comes in. We'll start out with the 4. Okay, over to the inverted point 2. Continuing around point 3 to the upright point 4. Nose up just for a moment and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. A 4-point roll to the left and an 8-point roll to the other side. Smile on Bob. Okay, you notice that both engines are off now. The colors are absolutely dead still. Still as Bob comes over the top. And the inside are barn soldiers who they grip down now. They need cheated just a hair here. Keep the nose pointed out a little bit more and pick up as much altitude as airspeed as you can from that altitude. Put that energy in the bank. Okay, now the nose gets so high, that means he's not enough for the roll. Let's watch it. He's coming up here for the roll. Away from us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's fairly close. However, let's see if he doesn't have a couple of switches to shut off there, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Let's bring him out of the cockpit from Los Angeles, California. Robert A. Bob Over. Bob Over, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind us.
so small, it's in the palm of my hand.
From Minneapolis, C5A Galaxy. He'll be coming up on him very fast with his head only a few feet off the ground. Touching, rolling now to the right side for his touch and goes attempt. Right side up, puts the pits down, touches the wheels, rolls back to the inverted position. Demonstration of nice edge flight there, Danny. A sideways view, giving you a look at the top of the airplane.
The A-10 turn radius in this maneuver is only 1,600 feet. This tight turn radius allows the A-10 to deliver forward-firing ordnance from long ranges and then turn to avoid overflying the threat. Note that by continually turning and changing direction, the A-10 is a difficult target to follow and would therefore be a difficult target to shoot.
24-foot diameter umbrella. In addition to the surveillance radar, an entire IFF system is housed in the radome. Boy, when they pull those levers back, it certainly does get quiet, doesn't it? The Grumman Hawkeye is powered by two 5,000 shaft horsepower Allison T56 turboprops and cruises at 275 knots for an unrefueled patrol distance endurance of some 6 hours, providing a continuous flow of information to the Combat Information Center.
Skyhawk will make a simulated rocket attack to mark the target. Helicopters will land the landing course and secure the zone. As the helicopter drops to 105, the gun crew will man and quickly preparing for firing downrange in support of our 10 down Marines.
You can see the Tomcat, or the coming in with those wings swept back this time. Now those are computer controlled. Inverted flight, showing us that the airplane is just at home upside down as it is right side up. And again, this is not a special demonstration aircraft time. On completion of the turn, the success capability will be demonstrating by executing and we see what makes it go. Now he rolls it out, wings level right about here. Now watch the vapor, the condensation on the top of this airplane as he pulls up. You know what the Hawk was doing, don't you? They were sitting down there watching the F-16, and you know what was going through his mind? Yeah, well, if the F-16 can do that, so can I. Okay, now he spins it around. Ladies and gentlemen, the F-14 Tomcat A+. From Gunslinger 405, there you see the wave and the bow. How about that for showmanship? It has been a great pleasure for them to demonstrate the F-14A Tomcat to all of you folks here today.
This time will be about 50%. Later will be about 70%. Keep the speed. Keep the formation going. Very difficult. George, and Al, you have just received the Heart of Gold. I'll tell you that. Video cameras on now. Still cameras, get ready to quit right now. There's the cross.
The KC-10 is a multi-purpose, multi-role aircraft which can transport up to 75 persons and approximately 170,000 pounds of cargo. And here it comes, boom down, the KC-10. You guys good?
Look to your right. You'll hear all 450 horsepower running to right. And there goes Eddie's signature roaring takeoff. Mr. Eddie Andretti from Hospital Bay, California. That, ladies and gentlemen, round and around she goes, but where she stops, nobody knows.
In the A-70 Corsair 2, non-supersonic, carries 10,000 pounds of ordnance, carries the AIM-9 Sidewinder for air-to-air combat and the Shrike and Harm anti-radar missiles.
They have removed so much weight out of that airplane.
Now that is a normal takeoff. Most airplanes perform. Wait till you see what happens with this once they start to really ring it out. 74. Over it goes. How far will it go? Slow speed. There's a wave for all of you from the crew of the AN-74 from the USSR. Watch the touchdown now. you see here.
Every helicopter they will fly. Well, it's in the house. Look at there goes the Russian
All right, Dallas comes up. Rolls over one, perfect 90 degrees. 25 miles an hour. Top now, he's gained about 3,500 feet. Airspeed drops down to under 200 miles an hour. The throttle comes back, the nose comes straight down. Airspeed starts increasing rapidly. John's looking for that Airshow center point. Looking for the entry altitude again. John's coming now for a very difficult maneuver with the 8-point hesitation rule.
Right now, believe me. Up kills the power, and he'll let the airplane slide back down through the smoke. There's the spectacular tail slide. And again, he snap rolled the airplane, hit onto the show line. Those maneuvers really
Right now you see that after retirement of the undercarriage, the front and behind the diamond appears the solos forming the delta. From our left, the Squadrilla da Fumaça with its 6 aircraft performing the inverted run.
so he can touch down on that van. And he's coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And boy, that's tough. Oh, there he is. By golly, he touched down. Now, if there was a little less wind, what he'd do is let that tail come down. And that goes the smoke. He's got it on full power. And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way to get an airplane off the top of a van. Please come to the announcing stand. Volunteers David and Aaron Esparza. You are needed.
One of Combat Jet's 2 Sabres is painted the colorful personal markings of Lieutenant Jim Thompson, who scored 2 victories over MiGs during the Korean War. He was part of the 51st Fighter Wing, the 39th Fighter Interceptor Squadron. F-86 was flown by dozens of air forces all over the world, and no fewer than 10 different versions of this aircraft were built. Many Sabres are still flying into the 1980s. And it looks like it looks like the MiG has taken a few in the turbine. To get you more information on the MiG, in a little while when Paul Entrigan is flying. But there's the F-86 and the MiG, and you can see the 86 was somewhat larger than the MiG. One of the things that we learned from the technology from the MiG was the full flying tail. And some of the other design modifications and changes that were made in the 86 as a result of having captured MiG-15s from the North Koreans and the Chinese Communists.
Up into the verticals, they're feeling about 6 G's in the cockpit. That means they weigh 6 times the normal force of gravity. About 200 pounds, so just on that last maneuver there, he was about 1,200 pounds. Taking that hammerhead, throwing that down. Boy, the telescope.
There's a quarter roll coming in, followed now by the hammerhead. There they both hammer right together. We will go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Steve, I say, is kind of busy hanging in there, but look how tight Steve is on there. Beautiful, yes. Ah, that is magnificent. They are one of the better
The jumpers are out and the smoke is on. Now watch for the clock.
With almost imperceptible movements to the steering toggles attached to his hands, it will maneuver his parachute to a precise landing spot on the target. There's the flare and a gentle, dead center landing on the target, letting the parachute creep up forward, shutting it down for a beautiful hug aerial landing.
50 horsepower and an airplane designed by Curtis Fish. There aren't a whole lot of these around. And he does his entire show. We're going to charge the airport for cutting along out there. He does the entire show below 400 feet. I mean, just to give you an idea, he's really right down there. Just flying out here, Patty Wagstaff is just about to climb out of her airplane. As he starts to climb once again, look, almost disappearing in his own smoke. Watching him up, boy, what a picture that would make. Right like that. Watch a hammerhead turnaround as he comes on back down. Taking a look back in, starts to spin over on the right side, around to the right. There's one, there's two times around. He's forward on the stick. Straight up on the right side now. As he holds the nose, lets the airplane stop just about stock still right there. Then down comes the airplane. There's that little hook in the sky. And as he heads back in, let me see if this time he's going to fly the airplane in a knife edge flight. Again, he said somewhere in here he wants to do it. He gets right down to it, doesn't he, friends? Well, there's what it looks like. Okay. Hanging on the prop, hanging with all kinds of rudder to keep the nose up like that. He's going to fly it for just about 1 mile. Back it comes once again, straight on up. Is he going to lie on his back? Let you look at the bottom of the airplane. His feet are slightly above his head at that point. The airplane continues to turn. This is a torque roll as the airplane is stopped, just about stock still. The power is still up. Watch him as he actually hangs it on the propeller, falls back through his own smoke, and finally down comes it. It gets real smoky in the cockpit when he does that. And there is a two-turn spin. You got this much engine, you don't care. All right, as he brings the airplane around through center point, and you can see Steve sitting back there all alone in the hole in the back there.
Good point there. Down to the Airshow center now. 60-mile over the aircraft. Continuing to roll. Stopping on the 90 inch. Now, very, very tight circle. Very, very tight circle. Now, while we make that circle, he's still rolling the aircraft. Still rolling the aircraft. While we make that circle. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is where the Airshow is, but what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be here. What are you?
Hi there, Brad. I found the Airshow. I'm coming in. Hey, Ace, I think it's your turn to land this thing.
Wait a minute, hold it. We didn't ask you to land. This airport's closed. We're doing an Airshow. We got somebody in the air right now. You can't land here.
Watch me. Okay, Ace, put your paws on the stick, and here we go.
Oh, my. No, sir, when you're still in the air, I want to... No.
Whoa!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this person has just landed out here, and I'm just watching him. The propeller stopped. All right, that looks safe. And, oh, my God.
Hi, everybody. My name is Crash Burn Teeth. Excuse me, would you stop tugging at my pant leg? My name is Crash Burn Teeth Throttlebottom, famous airshow pilot, and this is my sidekick Ace the Wonder Dog, and we've come a long way to entertain all you nice folks. Are you in the mood for a demonstration of aerobatic daring do?
No. No, folks, don't encourage him.
Listen, we bought this clean little one-owner up in Moose Breath, Montana.
Oh.
We flew it all the way over here. Would you stop that? And anyway, we got lost a couple of times, but Ace the Wonder Dog got the chart out and spread it out with her little paws. And due to my superior navigational ability, we found it, and we're really happy to be here in Pueblo, Colorado today.
Hold it.
What?
Wait a minute. Hold.
What?
You missed Pueblo, Colorado by roughly 247 miles.
We did?
Yeah, this is.
I told you we should. What? Where are we?
I told you that this is Prescott, Arizona.
Prescott, Arizona. Well, son of a gun. Ace, I told you we should have turned left at Albuquerque.
What are you?
Mr. Smith, I don't care if we're in Prescott, Arizona, or Pueblo, Colorado, or wherever. We are prepared to fly and give these folks their money's worth and give them a demonstration of aerobatic daring do. So when do you want us to start flying?
We don't want you to start flying at all. Matter of fact, we don't want to see you in that airplane, near that airplane, or anything to do with this air show. This is being flown by professional air show pilots, and you are not one of them.
But, folks, he says we can't fly. You want us to fly?
No. Plane?
Well, yeah. Ace, get in the plane. Get in a plane. Gosh darn. What a spoiled sport. Get in the airplane, Ace. Get in there.
I don't think Ace wants to get in the airplane. I don't blame Ace.
Look, they don't want us to fly in the show, so we're going to have to figure out a way to sneak back in. So you turn the switches on and crack the throttle, and I'll prop it.
Wait a minute. Hold it. You're not going to let that dog fly the airplane.
Well, I don't see why not. She landed the darn thing.
Oh, Lord.
Folks, we'll be back. We'll see you later, okay?
He won't be back.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Good riddance. He's not going to be back. Oh, no. My golly. Look at that. Mercy. Side crash burn T throttle bottom and that despicable thing he calls an airplane out in front of, oh, that is absolutely terrible. Absolutely awful. Just get it out of the way if you do any. Thank you. Out of here. Out. Put the tail back down. I don't want to see you fly that thing. Hi. Hello, lady. What is it? Wait a minute. There's a big yellow box on the back of the truck, and it says Acme Duck.
Hi there.
Hi there.
I'm from the Acme Duck Company,
Yeah.
and I have a delivery here for a Mr. Crash Burn T Throttlebottom. Is he around?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he was around. We haven't seen him in a while, which is just as well.
Well, he called me in a big panic.
Yeah.
Told me that 3 famous air show announcers named Frank, Kingston, and Smith told him in order to be a famous air show pilot, he had to have something that I've got.
I'll bet. Well, what might that be?
Big duck.
No. That's. Let me explain something to you. He came in here unannounced, uninvited, said he wants to get in the air show business. We explained to him what it requires to be in the air show business. We told him big bucks.
Well, speaking of bucks, these 6 big quacking ducks, 4 actually, are $9.95. COD.
Yeah.
I'd like my money.
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world getting it. I'm not going to give it to you. I know Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University can't spare $9.95, but if you can find Mr. Throttlebottom, you take it up with him, okay? Cub and this ratty-looking airplane, yeah.
Well, he didn't pay me my money.
Ma'am, it's between you and him. I have nothing to do with this.
Well, this guy, you know, he doesn't seem to be wanting to get out of the plane.
I don't blame him.
No, you don't understand. See, I wish you, oh, he's going to take off. There he goes. He's in the air, more or less.
I'm just gonna have to, so folks, I'm sorry. Now this is something that's completely unplanned. This crash burn T throttle bottom and that awful looking airplane
he's just taken off, and he's sort of flying around on the other side of the airport, and I really...
Westburn, I'm on the radio here with you again. Really, I want you to get right back on the deck here.
Hi, Mr. Smith. How am I doing so far?
You're not doing real well. See, there's a lady down here that delivered a bunch of ducks for you. You understand? From the Acme Duck Company, but she wants her money.
I gotta do my aerobatic carrying food demonstration here. How am I doing so far?
No, so far so good, but let me explain to you. See, not only has she delivered the ducks, but you owe her money, and she has just picked up a 12-gauge Remington shotgun. Hello, Crashburn.
Hello?
Yeah, you understand that she has got a gun.
For my first routine, Mr. Smith, I think I'll do Crashburn's famous Barnstormer's Loop.
Here we go. Well, Crashburn, it really is there. She's taking a beat on you. Crashburn, she's got a gun.
Help, Mr. Smith, help!
I think she got a fuel line. Crashburn, are you all right?
I don't think so. It's all over the windshield. Help, I'm going down. I'm going down.
No, don't go down yet. I'll tell you what, I'll get you back there. Get up a little bit. Get a little bit of altitude, and I'll get you back to the airport. Crashburn.
You better get back here, because I have another gun and another shell.
Mr. Smith!
Hi.
Help! Where's the airport?
It's right in front of you. Listen, if you just go with me, maybe I can talk you into a landing. Now, do you want to land to your right or to your left?
I think I'm going to turn downwind right now.
Okay, good. Okay, that's downwind. All right. Keep a little rudder in. Okay, back and forth. All right. Now just keep it right over the runway. Let's see. It looks real good. Listen, you're over the grass. The Crashburn, you're over the Crashburn. There's a box in front of this box I was telling you about. There's a box in front of you. Hey, Crashburn.
What box?
I would suggest that you come back up here.
Come on, shut it off. Turn everything off. Out of there. Go.
Duckies. Here, duckies.
You're scaring them.
It doesn't seem to work.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like you had beans for dinner last night. Try it again. Try it one more. Give it another try.
Here, duckies.
Now, this isn't working, Crashburn.
I think this is a job for Ace the Wonder Dog. Thank you. Come on, Ace, help your old buddy Crashburn. Whip her up, folks. She likes to hear you. Round them up, Ace. Boy, she goes pretty fast for a fat girl, doesn't she? Okay, we're going to have us a duck roundup.
Rain and wind and weather, help and for leather, wishing my gal was by my side.
All right, you ducks, follow me.
Crashburn.
Ready, and beats, right.
Crashburn.
Bring him on up here, Ace. Don't bite him on the feet. Get back up. Let's put him in his cage, Ace. Steady, easy, Ace, easy.
There you go. You got them all rounded up. Head them off. Move them out. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your bows, take your bows. Now, Mr. Throttle Bottom, where's my $9.95?
Oh, gee, duck lady, I'm a little short right now. Hey, I got an idea. How about if I give you a ride in my airplane instead?
No, I want my $9.95.
Gee, duck lady, me and Ace the Wonder Dog are broke. We never had any money to begin with, and we sure don't now, so I guess we'll just have to go home to Moose Breath where we came from, and you can repossess the ducks. We're sorry, folks. We'll see you later. Ace, get in the plane.
Yeah. Good.
Is he pathetic or what?
That is pathetic.
But you know, Mr. Smith,
Yeah.
he is kind of cute.
That you, all right.
Well, and I've never been up in an airplane before. I've certainly never been to Moose Breath. What do you think, folks? You think I ought to go away with Crashbird? See y'all later. Take care of my duck.
All right, what's that lady dashing off to climb into the ratty-looking airplane, and off the duck lady goes with Crashburn, T. Throttle Bottom, the couple that was absolutely made for each other. And poor Ace the Wonder, where's Ace the Wonder Dog? Ace the Wonder Dog shaking his little head. The duck sitting out on the runway wondering where they're going to be tonight, which restaurant they're going to be in as the main bill of fare. And as Crashburn, T. Throttle Bottom, and the duck lady fly off into the horizon, so ends another chapter in the story of As the Duck Turned. This is your announcer speaking.
In front of us, 316. And watch that change to the T-bird formation now. In red, white, and blue, the T-bird formation. The Patrouille de France is the only team to do evolutions in T-bird formation. In red, white, and blue for 316 dart formation now in front of us. Palm tree bursts in which they separate in 8 different aircrafts. And this is the beginning of the second part of the show, where the 2 solos separate from the 6 aircrafts. The 6 are going to get back together and fly 2 solos for the wrong side turn. Watch closely, but remember, don't do it on the way back on the highway. Watch on. And they are flying is both of the lead aircraft. There they go, back to sunny side up. And the perfect synchronism between the solos and the team on the second part of the show is the work of the Grand Maestro, Major Farrell. He's the only one who has secret today. The second aircraft has to maintain his tail in the blue spoke of the lead. And if that number 8 aircraft still is not blue after the flight, he pays the champagne. There you go. Watch closely in red, white, and blue.
Spectacular roll rate as she takes the plane straight up, and she's going to hold it for just a moment. Now, when the airplane quits flying, it comes back on down, and she's going to hold that stick back and keep it spinning with the wing down. She calls this a knife-edge spin. And there it is. Look at that. The smoke actually trailing off the right side of the airplane. It gets real smoky in that cockpit, I'll tell you right now. And on the cross, she'll lift the nose into it. See what we can, see what we're going to do. We're going to try it here. See, outside, around she goes. 2 outside snaps, and the airplane still continues to climb, disappears in her own smoke in a printed program. Watch as Patty's landing out here. She's got to do it in a bit of a crosswind, and there's a beautiful crosswind landing, even a little bit downwind, as Patty will roll out, be taxiing back in, and when she climbs out of the airplane, then everybody will give her a big screeching round of applause. She's done a fine job for us here today. Patty Wagstaff from Anchorage, Alaska. Desert in the Red Knight come by from the right side at about 350 miles an hour. He'll lift the nose and give us a very precise 4-point hesitation roll. Coming down the backside, he lifts the nose to a 60-degree neck angle. And as he climbs into the clear blue skies, a series of rolls actually tying the smoke in knots.
Let's watch for the knife edge pass. As he rolls it up the knife edge, you'll be able to read front line on the right. Line out the fuselage. There's the nose and number 1. There's 2 to knife edge right. Number 3 right there. 4 to the upside down position. Number 5. 6 back to knife edge. Number 7, and last but not least, number 8.
Excited about seeing him roaring the sky. That's going to be an awful one.
Right up perfectly, and a quarter turn roll on the top. How about that?
You'll notice on this turn that the bomb bay doors are open. That aircraft will carry torpedoes, harpoons, search and rescue equipment. It also has on it a 1 million candle power searchlight. at twice the speed of sound, faster than the muzzle velocity of a rifle bullet, means that the aircraft crosses the Atlantic in 3 hours, 45 minutes. A converted passenger aircraft, the first turboprop firefighting aircraft in the world. There's a pretty sight for you. Let some of that water blow this way.
Yeah.
Up he goes. At no time during this maneuver will any performance structure or component limitation be exceeded. The loop is performed effortlessly by the MDHC 500. After witnessing this loop, there is no doubt as to the unsurpassed maneuverability or structural integrity of the MDHC 500.
Both sections then will depart for 2 different loops. Here they go. Roll and loop. For a loop, and then
on top of the loop. Change formation again in diamond and out of the loops, played in two sections. But watch the solo.
Then followed by 360 left third maximum sustained G's.
Does show the capability of the aircraft. Out of 360 of these, there's the way we continues to roll the aircraft. The formation executed the triple roll. 2 aircraft at a time, 3 times, going back into a loop, shaping up in a pyramid. While the solo is coming from the right again in the middle of break point. Let's watch the 9 aircraft going in a different direction on the solo coming in.
White, green and red color smokes. This is our traditional final pass at low speed, wheels and flaps down, landing lights on. With the Corvo flag, the Italian flag that we proudly brought here in Abbotsford. The pilots never had a chance to see you before, but now they can see you. You can wave at it.
I think he's just going to drag it by the field slow. Let you get one more picture. We've got the Stinson tri-motor bringing up the rear. Can you imagine flying close to the control cable outside the
Landing lights on. Coming up in the Airshow Center for the first portion of this. With the R1340. It's Breazeal.
Okay, Jake, we're going to put your car right there, and you can get it after the show. And there it is. And I'm sorry we got it a little bit dirty.
that chute has been deployed, of course, and they come floating down towards the ground. There's many, many things that that they do underneath that canopy, or what we call a square, that they can really do some great things. They do what is called as the stack. Look at the triplane there, where we have the jumpers all stacked up together. The top jumper is the one that is in command of that. The canopy is inflated and it takes on a rectangular shape and adapts all the characteristics of an airplane's wing. Actually, it's a non-rigid airfoil. There we see them go into the down plane. See that one out there completely sideways, locked in with his feet? The other two are stacked, the other one in the down plane position.
The Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. Lieutenant Commander Watson and Lieutenant Anderson are approaching the flight line in a line abreast formation directly before us. Approaching center point, they will roll their aircraft 90 degrees toward each other, hesitate momentarily, and cross before us. Directly before you, the crossover roll. This is the changeover roll. A precise transition from echelon to diamond against the beautiful Abbotsford sky. From the left, a very crisp 8-point hesitation roll. Vertical brake. From the left and right, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll. Center point with a combined velocity of 1,000 miles per hour will now perform a series of maximum stick deflection. Perform the diamond dirty roll. All 4 aircraft rolling as one, this time in the carrier landing configuration. Both aircraft are upside down. Approaching center point, they will roll 270 degrees in section. The double tuckover roll. On the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Directly over the center point. Now watch closely. Commander Root calls smoke on, ready brake. From the left, the Blue Angels, 1986.
Here's your antenna. Just barely going by.
nice big wave now. Take your hats off, let them know welcome to the California International Air Show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Air Force Thunderbirds are extremely pleased to be with you today. I am Captain Bert Nelson from West Hartford, Connecticut, your Thunderbird narrator for this afternoon's precision demonstration. You see the Thunderbird maintenance crews at their aircraft and the Thunderbird pilots completing their march down. 1988 marks the 36th year of the proud and continuing Thunderbird tradition, and we sincerely hope that you will enjoy today's demonstration. You see positioned before you the pilots, maintenance crews, and the 6 F-16s to be used in today's demonstration. They are located some distance away from you to minimize the noise generated as all 6 aircraft start at once and taxi out for takeoff. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the flying demonstration. Thunderbirds are named after one of the most famous legends in American Indian folklore. The majestic Thunderbird was believed to cause thunder and lightning, to grant success in war. Now, low and to your right, the Thunderbird Diamond, pass and review. Major Remington has just demonstrated tactical surprise. Notice that the slot pilot, Major Dave Robinson, is now in the center and must maintain a very precise position as he's completely surrounded by his teammates. As the solo and the diamond complete their individual loops, they will converge towards show center and cross in a head-on pass.